Hello, welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. Thank you for joining me today, live on Facebook. This is a different time and a different day to the days that I have previously done Facebook Live, and that is because I've changed, basically. I used to do Tuesday afternoons, and I'm now going to do Sunday mid-morning, sort of 11 o'clock-ish, every other week. So instead of a monthly Facebook Live, you get a fortnightly Facebook Live from me. All of the dates are available on my Facebook page. They're all listed as events, so you can click on and click going and it will remind you when I go live. There is also a little bell somewhere around and that will also remind you when I go live too. So I have lots to tell you about today because there's lots and lots of stuff going on. I'm so excited about this. The new Stampin' Up! Annual catalogue, which comes out to pre-order for demonstrator starts on Wednesday, I think. We've got the colour revamp. I'm going to talk to you all about that, and some fabulous bundles that are coming out to you guys on Tuesday. I've got a couple of cards. I've only got two because there's so much other stuff to tell you about, and a tour of the new ink pads. So I'm going to tilt you on down and get started. So let's just walk towards the camera and show my double chin. Oh, and then break. Oh yeah, you're now completely free because I've managed to break them out for my camera. Oh, this isn't going to be very good. You're going to have to spin here. Right. Oh, don't you love it when things go wrong? Right, hold on a second. Let's just... Oh. I apologise to whoever's watching. Hello, Violet. I have broken my camera mount and I'm just in the middle of fixing it. So I do apologise while I do this. You will laugh when I show you this. I have managed. This is what holds my camera, and I have managed to rotate the whole thing off. So always professional here at Stampin' by Hannah. Nothing ever changes. Right, let's clip that back on there and tilt you down. We will get there in the end. Right, there we go. Right, there we are. That's better, isn't it? Oh. Love a Sunday morning. I have lemon and lime 0 today. I'm slow down Slimming World. I've lost a stone so far, which I'm rather pleased about, but I need plenty of liquid because it's one of those days. Right. Before I get going, as always, there is a giveaway associated with this Facebook Live. This is a pack of the Myths of Magic glimmer paper. There are 3 different colours in there. And that's supposed to be Lemon Lime Twist Bermuda Bay and white, I think. And a pack of the Hearts and Stars wood elements that I absolutely love. So if you want a chance to win this, you just need to comment or like this video, either here on Facebook or over on YouTube when it goes up over there, and I will pull a winner out of the hat next time we go live, which is in a fortnight today. I can't know what the date is because my brain isn't working. So where shall we start? Shall we start with the colour revamp? I think that's really quite a good place to start. So we have a brand new catalogue coming on the 1st of June. Pre-order for demonstrator starts this coming week, which is very, very exciting. But one of the things with the new catalogue is the Stampin' Up! Colour revamp. So we've had our 48 colours now for a little while, and it's time for a bit of a change. So Stampin' Up! Have done a massive change. We have now got 4 colour families, the in colours, and the trio of Whisper White, Very Vanilla and Basic Black that they're calling the Basics pack. So they've come out of colour families altogether and now as a separate entity all on their own. We have a number of retiring colours. I do have all of this out on a printout, which I've left over on my desk. So let me just go and see if I can find it, because it makes more sense than that sheet. I think it's this one. Yes, here we go. So I've got that bit again. Right, so colours that are retiring. These are really sad. I am genuinely quite sad about some of these. Obviously, the 2016-2018 in colours, they are retiring. They have gone. Except one, but I'll talk about that in a minute. There's only one of the neutrals going, that's Chocolate Chip. 2 of the brights are going in Tangerine Tango and Tempting Turquoise. Heaps of subtles have gone. So we've got Marina Mist is going, Pink Pirouette is going, Soft Sky, Wild Wasabi and Wisteria Wonder, and a stack of Regal. So Always Artichoke. Buy Always Artichoke. I never bought that ink pad because I don't think this printout's the exact right colour, but it's just not very nice. So it's gone. Not mourning that one. I'm mourning the loss of Elegant Eggplant and Island Indigo and Perfect Plum and Rose Red. However, the colours that come instead I think are pretty good. So I'll survive. We've got 5 new in colours, which are these: Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Lovely Lipstick, Call Me Clover and Blueberry Bushel. I haven't stuck the stickers on that one yet, so I can show you exactly how I've done it. We've got 10 new core colours coming into our colour families. So let me get that page back out again. That are going to go into these groups here. And 6 colours that are coming back. Now, 3 of these colours, well, yeah, 3 of these colours were already in my collection and I'm doing a happy dance about. Mint Macaron, Blackberry Bliss and Mossy Meadow. Coastal Cabana should have been in my collection but wasn't because it coming just as I joined, so it went just as I joined. So that one, but I'm quite pleased to see it. Flirty Flamingo, which we've just got rid of up here, is back again. And Poppy Parade, which is brand new to me. Never seen that colour in my life. But that should be fun. So our new colours look like that. I think they are so bright. These brights are knock your eye out bright, aren't they? They're just really, they are going to pop on your card projects. Love those. I am really enjoying the rainbow of Regals as well. I've got most of these currently on my colour caddy, and the colours are just making me very happy. Like that. So, shall I show you the new ink pads? So, let me grab out the current in colours, and you can see the exact difference. So, these are our current ink pads. They are lovely. Very lovely, like them a lot, but they're a bit awkward to get into, aren't they? You've got to push and flip and yeah. And they dry out because you've got this great big gap down here. And keep it, they don't stack. You can put them one on top of the other and you'll find that that's not the greatest camera angle in the world, but if I just turn that, that's what they've done, right? No more, because these stack beautifully. They have got little feet and little divots in the top, so they stack lovely. They are easier to open because they now open like a compact, and you then slide them back. Now, mine are a little bit stiff because they're new, and I know that they are starting to free off a little bit because the gap here, can you see that, is non-existent. If we compare, these aren't going to dry out half as much as those because they're just the whole ink pad is a tighter fit, which is great. They also, as always, come with the stickers on the bottom. So you've got a sticker for the front and now a sticker for the inside as well, which is lovely. And I'm going to show you exactly how I've stuck these on. So this is Blueberry Bushel. This is a colour I haven't even opened yet, so you can imagine it's going to be, this might be awkward. I might stuff this up, you never know. Right, I'm going to grab my paper piercer. The reason for that is that my fingers don't always work. So, where you've got this little bit here, I'm going to pull that up and your stickers should come along with it. I'm going to pull off the one that says Blueberry Bushel, although we have got, we've got all the languages represented. So there's one in French, one in German and one in Japanese, as well as one in English, which I think is very nice. Put that back down again. So make sure that's the right way up. And these ink pads also stand up on their end, which you're not going to need for anything other than putting a sticker on. Like that. Now, that was really easy. The other bit is not quite so easy. It's not difficult, but it's not quite so easy. The very, very bottom one is completely plain, one of these stickers. So I'm going to hold on to it for a moment, open up the ink pad and slide it in just so it's stable, and then this bit here is where the sticker's going to go, And you'll be looking at it going, oh my goodness, that's going to be really tricky. It's not. I tend to stick it onto my paper piercer, and then the channel is both wider and longer than the sticker. So you can pop that in there, and then just use the other end of your paper piercer just to make sure it's well stuck. And that's it. Really quick and really easy. And now I'm ready to stamp. Isn't that really cool? These are going to sit lovely on your desk. They don't fit particularly well into the spinning colour caddy. That is retiring. Something I actually haven't mentioned, isn't it? The retiring list. The colour caddy will retire at the end of June unless it sells out before. And these they will slot in. They don't slot in particularly well. But we are assured that Stampin' Up! Are doing a different storage solution. I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure they'll come up with something. Until then, though, they do stack very nicely. The only problem then is that you always want the colour that's on the bottom, don't you? Or at least I do. Right, retiring list. The retiring list has been out now a few weeks. There are things on there that have retired. From off the top of my head, the cat's trying to get in. Off the top of my head, I know Fast Fuse refills have already retired. All of the Pink Pirouette blends pens have retired. And there's a couple of other bits that have already gone. You need to check it before the 7th of May, from memory, is the day where things start to go to While Stocks Last. All the ink pads and things like that will go to While Stocks Last on the 7th of May. So you need to get those in before. So I have now waffled for some time, 10 minutes. Shall we get stamping before I waffle some more about the Share What You Love suite, which is absolutely my favourite in the entire catalogue. I have the Picture Perfect birthday stamp set today. I have two really simple cards. Let's keep things simple on a Sunday. The plan for these is not to be simple every week. Sometimes I might just make one project. But like I said, this week I'm keeping things simple. And we're going to make this really pretty birthday card. It's a really quick one. It uses the Picture Perfect birthday stamp set and the Designer Series paper, which could be any Designer Series paper that you've got in your stash. There is no reason why it has to be this one. Is from the Birthday Memories Designer Series paper pack. And it's the one that's got these really cute little critters in it. I think I might have him out. I think that would work. So I've got a card base in crumb cake and a piece of chocolate chip cardstock. Now this is retiring. It is going away. If you want it, I'd grab it soon. I've got the happy birthday sentiment from that stamp set. I now cannot find the block that I need for it. Oh, there it is. Oh, goodness. Sunday mornings. I'm hoping everybody else is having a nice Sunday morning. My alarm clock went off this morning at 6:30 because I was not organised at all. I spent most of yesterday feeling really very rubbish and sorry for myself, so I was not ready for today's video. So 6:30 was my alarm, but which is still a lie-in on the 5:30 that I do in the week. So that's our card. We've got, like I said, card base of crumb cake, piece of chocolate chip cardstock that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then our piece of Designer Series paper that's 3 by 3 inches. It's all going to layer up really, really simply, just like that. So I'm going to grab my snail. And I'm just going to pop some snail onto there. And this should layer up with a nice 1/8 inch gap around the outside. Then I have got some crumb cake classic weave ribbon. Now I think this is carrying on into the new catalogue. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is. And we're just going to wrap this around and tie a square knot. In theory, we're going to tie a square knot rather than a bow, because you guys know bows are complicated. So tie a standard knot, and then you want your tails going one up and one down. We'll take this kind of free tail again, wrap it around and back through, so they then face the same way that you're trying to tie the bow or the knot, and we're going to just pull. And that is upside down, but it's okay. I'm going to make it work. This is one of those things where, I haven't practiced in a while. Right. So I'm going to just move that down a little bit and off to one side. And then I'm just going to add some snail underneath to stick that ribbon to. I like that. Isn't that really cute? And we're going to more snail on the back. And it will sit just in the top kind of third. So we're going to line up the top and the sides to get that on there. And then the final bit is a sentiment. So the sentiment says happy birthday, which I think is quite fitting. I think that's a very cute birthday card for... Oh, I'm going to have to tie that again. I think this one's quite nice and grown up, but you could totally get away with using this one for a child. So just... let's do it the other way. Oh, me and Ribbon we're not best friends. So, oh goodness, don't you love live video? There we are, that's better. Right, so chocolate chip ink. This is one of the old style ink pads, so we're going to push on those dots to flip it. And then really big and brave, because we're going to stamp straight down onto our card base. And that is a really quick and easy birthday card using designer series paper. I have got so much designer series paper to use up before the end of this catalogue. I pulled out all of my retiring designer series papers and cardstock and everything else that I've got that just isn't going to be current anymore a couple of weeks ago, and I filled 2 enormous boxes worth. So do expect it all to hit eBay at some point. Don't know what I'm going to do with the cardstock on the designer series paper because it's all cut into and things. So if you have any ideas, if you'd like some free designer series paper, just let me know, because I will quite happily send some to you. Right, the other card that I've got today is one using my favourite stamp set that's about to retire, and it is the Guy Greetings set. I love this. I'm so sad to see this go. It's so handy for Guy cards. When I'm making cards for my husband's family, or dad, stepdad, any of that, I stand them in my front of my stamp wall and go, I don't know what I'm going to use. James picks something, and he inevitably picks this stamp set, so I don't know what he's going to do when it's gone. We have no idea. But I have a nice, really simple congratulations card using it today. This one, and I've used Night of Navy. I should have used one of the new ink colours really, but at the time of designing these cards, my new ink pads hadn't arrived, so that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. The reason I'm using Night of Navy is because it's moved. It used to be a regal, and it's now going to be a neutral, which I think is a really interesting idea. It is a colour that I use as neutral all the time. I use a lot of Night of Navy for card bases and things, and I think it's just really classy. So, pull out everything else I've got. I have got my card base in Night of Navy. I've got a mat of Sahara Sand and one of Very Vanilla. Then I've also gone ahead and die cut 2 circles. One in Night of Navy that's scalloped edged, and one in Very Vanilla that has got a stitched edge, using those stitch shapes frameworks that I am completely in love with. And I'm so pleased to see them in the new catalogue because they are my favourite. I've also pulled out the anchor and the congratulations stamp. And I haven't got, oh you know, it's one of those days in my craft room today where everything's sort of all over the place. I'm sure you have the same. So that's all mounted up onto blocks and things. And I have a length of the Night of Navy 1 hour. Is it the corduroy ribbon? I think it is. This is sadly retiring as well, and it's really sad because it's so pretty. It's such a pretty ribbon. and it's not even in my drawer anymore. That's how that's how brutal I've been with my retiring stuff. So it's all gone. It's all in a box. It's not out anymore. I've had to literally rummage through boxes to find things to use. So Night of Navy ink and the anchor, and I'm going to just stamp onto this circle like that. Now, is that the same size? It is. Just looks smaller. Right, and I'm going to grab one of my blender pens. I love these. These are such an underused thing in the catalogue. They are still in the new catalogue as well, which is great. And I'm going to just rub the blender pen. It's a clear ink, and it just moves the ink that you've already applied. So I'm just rubbing over the rope to give us a kind of an almost coloured effect. This one I've also then gone ahead and coloured kind of the shadowy areas with my blender pen. So I'll do exactly the same, just where there's kind of more stamping, if that makes sense. So these areas here where the line is thicker on that side, I'm going to just rub down there with the blender pen, just to, it kind of blurs the image a little bit and just gives it a little bit more dimension, like so. Isn't that, I just think that's so pretty. I am really sad to see Guy Greetings go. If you want this stamp set, which you do because it's fabulous, you do need to grab it relatively quickly. So before I was going to stamp, but I'm not going to stamp. I'm going to assemble first, and then I'm going to put my big girl pants on and stamp last. So, snail on there to layer that up onto that scalloped circle. And we're going to pop some snail on the back of this piece of Sahara sand as well. Layer that up onto our card base. And then the same for this piece of Very Vanilla. Just like that. Oh, that's a bit wonky, never mind. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Anybody spot what I've not done? It's alright. I was supposed to wrap my ribbon round, wasn't I? But no, it's fine. Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to just trim this length of ribbon. Like that. And I'm going to add a strip of snail straight across my card, which is ever so slightly wonky, but it's fine. There we go. Right, there. 2 dimensionals on the back of our circle. Sometimes crafting doesn't quite go as you planned it, but it's okay. We can always recover. It'll be fine. Right, then the anchor's going to go there like that, and then this is the point where we need to be brave, because we're going to stamp onto that piece of Very Vanilla that we've all assembled and stuck together. So, inked up stamp, and we're going to stamp straight down, straight up. There we go. It worked. Goodness, that was stressful. Right, so we've got 2 cards using Guy Greetings and 2 cards using that fabulous Birthday Memories Designer Series paper, both of which are retiring. Don't forget to look at the retiring list. There is a link to that over on my blog. Link should be in the description, either up above if you're on Facebook or down below if you are on YouTube. Before I go, I do want to mention about the Share What You Love bundles. I have a whole video coming to you on Tuesday over on my YouTube channel about these. They are fabulous. Shall I give you a sneaky peek? Hold on a second. Oh, I had this stamp set as one of my display stamper stamp sets for on stage in August, and I had so much fun with this. Look at it. Look at them. You know when you just want to take a stamp and just hug it forever. This is one of those. So there are 3 fabulous bundles coming to you with this stamp set on Tuesday. One of them's got Designer Series paper in it and an embossing folder. They've all got free stuff. I'm not going to open it because I don't want you to see. I don't know if I'm allowed to show you what's inside there. I can't remember, so I'm not going to. What else have I got on my little list? Always got a little list. My May Code Club code went live about an hour ago. So that is the code for if you're placing orders during May. You need to add this code into the hostess code box during checkout to get some fabulous free things from me. Don't forget to check out the retiring list. You've got the Show What You Love coming on Tuesday, and I think I've told you everything you need to know about the young colours and the colour revamp. So other than that, I have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you again here live on Facebook in a fortnight. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.